Welcome to the Grimdark Chronicles. Something of mystery, an information repository, and a place of history and bygone times. With the archival world of Calliope lost to heretical treachery, now only a few data repositories remain. Origins and first founding. The Blood Angels are one of the original Space Marine legions, known as the First Founding Chapters, formed by the Emperor of Mankind to serve as his elite warriors during the Great Crusade. Their Genan Seed was derived from their Primarch Sanguinius, who is remembered as one of the Imperium's most noble and tragic figures. Originally known as the Ninth Legion, the Blood Angels' early history was marked by a reputation for brutal and relentless warfare. They often operated as shock troops, deployed to subjugate and annihilate worlds, resisting the Emperor's vision for humanity. Before Sanguinius's arrival, the Ninth Legion's violent and isolationist tendencies led other legions to view them with suspicion, especially as their reliance on close combat became increasingly apparent. However, this dark reputation began to transform when Sanguinius was found on Baal, a radioactive desert world, and took command of his legion. Under Sanguinius, the Blood Angels evolved from savage warriors into noble and disciplined fighters, channeling their intensity into artistry and honor reflected in their iconic blood-red armor. This color symbolizes both the blood of their enemies and the genetic curse they inherited from their Primarch, a curse that would forever shape the Blood Angels' path. The Primarch Sanguinius, the Primarch of the Blood Angels, is regarded as one of the Emperor's most loyal and beloved sons. Discovered on the irradiated harsh world of Baal, Sanguinius was notable for his angelic wings, which symbolized his warp connection. He united Baal's tribes, helping them survive their world's threats and leading them to victory against mutated creatures and the desolate environment. When the Emperor arrived on Baal, Sanguinius recognized him instantly as his father and pledged his allegiance without hesitation, a rarity among the Primarchs. Sanguinius's humility and loyalty were core aspects of his nature, traits he would later instill in the Blood Angels. Upon taking command, he rebranded the Ninth Legion as the Blood Angels, transforming them from violent enforcers into noble knights. He promoted values of beauty, honor, and self-sacrifice, which have since permeated Blood Angels' doctrine, inspiring their artistic and spiritual pursuits. However, Sanguinius also passed down his darker legacies to his sons. The Red Thirst, a near uncontrollable hunger for blood, and the Black Rage, a madness that consumes Blood Angels with visions of Sanguinius' death at the hands of Horus, have afflicted the chapter since his demise. Sanguinius' tragic death during the Horus heresy shattered his warriors and left them cursed by a legacy of inner turmoil that haunts them to this day. The Great Crusade. During the Great Crusade, the Blood Angels emerged as one of the most formidable and versatile legions in the Emperor's arsenal. Often deployed as shock assault troops, they spearheaded planetary invasions, delivering swift and overwhelming force to bring entire worlds into compliance with the Imperium's laws. Sanguinius's leadership style emphasized both skill and restraint, ensuring the Blood Angels were not merely ruthless, but graceful in their execution, noble in their demeanor, and devastatingly effective in battle. One of their signature tactics, the Day of Revelation, encapsulated Sanguinius's desire for balance between diplomacy and war. This maneuver involved offering enemy forces a single opportunity to submit to the Emperor's rule. If refused, the Blood Angels would unleash a merciless assault, marking the world's conquest in a matter of days. While some may have seen this as ruthless, Sanguinius believed in sparing unnecessary bloodshed wherever possible, while still demonstrating his legion's overwhelming power when needed. As the crusade progressed, signs of the Red Thirst began to manifest within the legion. Recognizing this curse, Sanguinius worked tirelessly to instill a sense of control in his warriors, shaping them into a unique blend of artistic nobility and deadly efficiency, a duality that would become the hallmark of the Blood Angels. The Horus heresy. The Horus heresy was a galaxy-spanning civil war that nearly destroyed the Imperium. The Blood Angels remained steadfastly loyal to the Emperor, fighting against the traitorous forces led by Horus. Their most crucial contribution came during the Siege of Terra, where Sanguinius and his warriors defended the Imperial Palace from Chaos forces. In the final days of the siege, Sanguinius boarded Horus's flagship, the Vengeful Spirit, to confront his brother turned traitor. The battle between Sanguinius and Horus was legendary. The Primarch faced Horus alone, knowing it would likely be his last fight. In this fateful duel, Sanguinius was killed, yet many believe his psychic death cry created the Black Rage, a condition that now plagues his chapter, causing those afflicted to experience visions of his final battle. The heresy left the Blood Angels with a profound sense of loss and a heavy burden. Not only did they lose their beloved Primarch, but they also inherited an internal struggle that would mark their existence forever, the cursed legacy of the Red Thirst and the Black Rage. Rebuilding after the heresy. In the aftermath of the heresy, the Blood Angels were nearly shattered by the death of Sanguinius and the chaos that followed. Despite this, they were determined to uphold his legacy, guided by their new chapter master. Under the guidance of Rabut Guilliman, the Blood Angels restructured according to the Codex Astartes, organizing into smaller, more flexible units and creating specialized formations. One such formation was the Death Company, created to utilize those who succumbed to the Black Rage. These afflicted warriors are granted one final redemptive battle, often deployed in the most dangerous assaults where their unstoppable fury can be channeled against the enemy. This formation became both a practical means of managing the curse and a symbol of the chapter's resilience and acceptance of their fate. The sanguinary priests took on the role of preserving the Blood Angels' gene seed, overseeing recruitment and maintaining genetic purity despite the Red Thirst's pervasiveness. Over time, the Blood Angels rebuilt their strength, driven by a mixture of mourning and reverence for their Primarch's sacrifice. Notable early battles, the Blood Angels fought in many significant battles, shaping their reputation within the Imperium. One early and pivotal engagement was the pacification of Tegar Penteris, where Sanguinius met his legion after his discovery. Observing their bloodlust firsthand, he took measures to instill nobility and restraint within them, marking the beginning of their transformation. Another notable rivalry emerged between the Blood Angels and the World Eaters, a legion equally adept in close combat, but driven by unrestrained rage. This rivalry highlighted the Blood Angels' focus on discipline and honor in battle, setting them apart as restrained noble warriors even amid brutal warfare. Gene Seed strengths and flaws. The Blood Angels' gene seed, derived from Sanguinius, is both a blessing and a curse. It grants enhanced physical capabilities, resilience, and longevity, allowing some warriors to live over 1,000 years. This longevity makes Blood Angels veterans some of the most skilled fighters in the galaxy, honed by centuries of experience. However, the Genan Seed also harbors two major flaws: the red thirst, a ravenous bloodlust that can overwhelm their senses in combat, and the black rage, a madness that forces afflicted Blood Angels to relive Sanguinius' final moments. Those who fall to the black rage lose their sense of self, becoming berserk warriors consumed by visions of their Primarch's last battle. Despite these afflictions, the Blood Angels manage to channel these traits into their battle tactics, adding to their reputation as both deadly and tragic figures. Successor chapters. Following the heresy, the Blood Angels spawned several successor chapters during the Second Founding. These chapters, such as the Flesh Terrors, Angels in Carmine, and Angels Vermilion, share the Blood Angels' Genan Seed and many traditions, though they have developed unique cultures and combat doctrines. The Flesh Terrors, known for their brutal combat style and susceptibility to the Red Thirst, exemplify the darker aspects of the Blood Angels' legacy. Despite their distinct identities, these successor chapters maintain close ties with the Blood Angels, participating in joint campaigns and sharing rituals that honor Sanguinius. They are united by their shared heritage and the burden of their genetic flaws, forming a powerful coalition of warriors within the Imperium. Ancient allies and enemies throughout history, the Blood Angels have formed alliances and rivalries that shape their role in the galaxy. Among their oldest allies are the Imperial Fists, with whom they share a mutual respect forged during the Great Crusade and Horus heresy. The two chapters often collaborate, combining their strengths to defend the Imperium. The Blood Angels also harbor a deep animosity toward the traitor legions, particularly the remnants of the Luna Wolves, once led by Horus. Despite Horus's betrayal, the Blood Angels remain dedicated to eradicating the forces of chaos, seeking justice for Sanguinius' death. Their greatest alien foes are the Tyranids, who nearly annihilated the Blood Angels during the devastation of Baal. Despite devastating losses, the Blood Angels and their successors ultimately triumphed with the aid of Robut Guilliman, a testament to their resilience and commitment to the Imperium's defense. Chapter: Mythology and the Emperor. The Blood Angels' view of the Emperor is uniquely personal, seeing him as both a god and a father figure. This duality stems from their reverence for Sanguinius, who shared a profound bond with the Emperor. Their loyalty is a spiritual obligation, manifesting in rituals and ceremonies that honor both the Emperor and their Primarch's legacy. Legends of the chapter's founding heroes. The legend of Sanguinius' final battle with Horus is central to the Blood Angel's identity. His selfless sacrifice, which allowed the Emperor to defeat Horus, is frequently recounted as an example of ultimate devotion. This legend fuels the Black Rage, with afflicted warriors believing they are reliving Sanguinius' last moments. Chapter Reforms and Traditions. The Codex Astartes brought new organization to the Blood Angels, including the formalization of the Death Company and expanded duties for the sanguinary priests. These reforms allowed the chapter to manage its curses while reinforcing their spiritual and martial traditions. Relics and artifacts. The Blood Angels are custodians of powerful relics like the Red Grail and Sanguinius' sword, which serve as symbols of their history and power. These artifacts are wielded in battle, embodying the chapter's connection to its past and commitment to honor. Sanguinius. Elite units and dreadnoughts. The Blood Angels' elite units include the Sanguinary Guard, noble warriors clad in golden armor, and the Death Company, who harness the Black Rage. The chapter also reveres its dreadnoughts, ancient warriors who continue to serve as powerful symbols of resilience.